Hello. I hope you had really great success with the recent growth events. Now you're probably ready for a solid plan to do follow-up with your visitors. This visitor follow-up is essential when you're hoping to convert visitors into new members. And there are a number of reasons for this. First, not all visitors are going to make a decision right on the spot to apply for membership. A lot of people need to take some time to think about the meeting they just attended, how it could benefit their business, and whether or not they have the time or finances to commit. Some people need to speak to someone at home or at the office before they make a decision. So it's important for us to do our part to support that decision-making process. We know that BNI is a commitment of time and resources. And so we want to help the visitors who aren't quite ready to say, sign me up right now, because they need to determine whether or not BNI is a good fit for their business. Another reason that follow-up is important is that people are busy. It's probably happened to you. We mean to do things and then something gets in the way. So a phone call or a text after the meeting within that first 24 hours, while your visitors are still excited and eager to get their questions answered, this will bring your chapter back to the forefront of their minds. And these one-on-one conversations are a great opportunity to answer their individual questions and help them to fill out the application. Finally, wouldn't it feel terrible if you went to a meeting where you met great people and heard about wonderful opportunities for your business, but then nobody called you? Everybody likes to be pursued and feel valued. So that's the why. But who should be doing this follow-up at your event? We hear too often that there's not a specific person designated for this, so it just doesn't happen. It's important that at least a couple of members from your chapter follow up with a visitor after their initial visit. That makes sure that they have their questions answered and they know how to move forward to apply for membership if they choose to. So a few good candidates for this role are the person who invited them, because you have a connection to the visitor host, you have some training with visitors. How about the chapter president? You have an impressive title, and everybody likes to say, ooh, the president called me. And a member of their contact sphere, because you have things in common with the visitor. So chapters need to establish a routine that fits and works for them, so all members know exactly what's expected in the follow-up process. One thing that you can be doing, whether it's for a big event or just on a weekly basis, is that the leadership team from up front can announce at the meeting who will be following up. They can share with visitors, so-and-so will be calling you afterwards, or someone from the visitor team will give you a call later today. That makes sure it gets done. That's the core value of accountability. So that's why and who. Now let's talk about how to follow up. And if you're looking for a great system, I suggest listening to BNI podcast number 623, and it's called the 24/7/30 follow-up system. And in this podcast, Dr. Meisner talks about a quick and easy follow-up plan. The 24 is for the first 24 hours. After they attend, someone should reach out, and a personal phone call is probably the best bet. Then the 7 is within 7 days. That person can connect with the visitor, maybe on social media, a personal or a professional page, or maybe even the chapter page. What a great way to stay in front of your visitor, just to stay top of mind. And then if the visitor hasn't visited again, nor have they filled out an application in 30 days, that's the 30, then maybe give them a call and see if they want to go to coffee. Maybe take them to lunch. They might have some questions, and you can build a relationship that might lead to business. You might be thinking at this point, seems like a lot of work. Well, you're not wrong. The good news is this kind of effort is totally worth it and pays off. And it doesn't all have to fall on one person. That's why we have a team in a chapter. So why would we miss an opportunity to tap into a new network, which is the very reason we all join a BNI chapter? We hear a lot of stories about referrals that get passed from visitors to members, even when those visitors don't apply for membership. What if that member were you and you got a referral out of this? So there's the why, the who, and the how. to your visitor follow-up. I hope your efforts lead to many new relationships and referrals for your business.